Come in. Hey, what's going on, you poop pushing prostitute pokers? Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live from the lair!
I'm Gleep Glep, and that is Floop-de-Doo at your service, as always.
Outstanding.
Welcome to the show. We got a good one for you tonight. Lots of interesting stuff.
And if you guys didn't catch my show yesterday, I covered sneak stack, which is when a woman builds her dick stacking level while in a relationship / mirage with you. Check it out.
Yeah, and I'm sure the skyrocketing STI levels have nothing to do with that sort of behavior becoming so common they now outrank men on the Cheeto meter.
Well, you know, they get the hiplihiv. You can see yourself in there, you know.
Gonorrhea, no.
Bad news bears.
They're lucky if they get just gonorrhea.
Or they could get that super gonorrhea that you can't
that's
cure.
bad. Yeah, that's probably not going to be good for them. But yeah.
It's quite bad. We got some people we're going to be talking about tonight who almost certainly have the hiplihiv. So But they're on down the line.
Yes. Oh, my God. Listen, there's never-ending amount of material.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much craziness going on out there that's wrong and ridiculous, and it's literally fair game for Redonkulas to rip on it.
You're damn right. And one of the things that's going out there that's wrong and ridiculous, we actually just received a question about this on Tuesday night. We didn't have the information, but now we do, coming from Matthew Harrison's brother. Mm-hmm. He says, I contacted you about my brother a while back for help. He has been locked up without trial for almost 5 years now in Wayne County on BS charges. Well, drinking that cheap wine again, those fruit flies. Well, he finally had his day in court, and he won. Most of the charges were dropped. He's still got a felony assault conviction and some other misdemeanor. But the max amount of time for those charges is 22 months. So my brother is set for sentencing in late September. We're hoping they'll let him out with time served. Apparently, his female attorney, who he had to fire, did some things that may in fact get her disbarred.
I hope so.
My brother is going after that goal, along with an appeal to these convictions. He is also part of the $200 million lawsuit brought on behalf of those in his situation. My brother has told us he plans to leave the state as soon as he can. He's writing a book about all of this, too. I just wanted to thank you guys for everything you've done for him. You went out of your way to help him when hardly anyone else would. Thank God for men like you, really. And by the way, with everything that's happened to my brother, and to me with my Whitmer incident and the preceding rapé by the legal system, my whole family has decided to leave this state. My son turns 18 in less than a year, and then I'm free to move. My parents, too, are moving. I'm going west with my parents to live by them. Idaho is where we are going. It sucks, but my family has built a nice life for ourselves here, but the persecution that is going on and the flat-out misandrist tyranny we have in this state, we've decided to flee. Good luck.
Just be careful in Idaho, because it's full of hoes.
Well, I mean, it's right there in the name.
Yeah. Just saying. There's a reason why these women get banged in cornfields, because there's a whole bunch of Idahos in Idaho. Yeah.
And if you don't get them to the point of release, they've got a million analogs just around them. They just shuck it and fuck it. If you know I just went there. Like I didn't even know I was going there, and then I said it, and I feel dirty. I
Read my response to him.
This is corn husking girls. That needs to be a shirt at these like adult video like awards out in these like backwoods countries. Shuck it and fuck it.
Yeah, read my response to his brother.
You said, keep talking. I talk to your brother on the regular. I also put money on his account for phone and food and such. I'm the one who got the civil rights lawyers looking at this. He has a case for some severe and punitive damages. Signed, Pop Actual.
Yeah, that's usually when it's because there's so many people have access to the email.
Yeah.
I always put Pop Actual when it's me.
Pop Actual. And then we have a different sort of update. This one requires a drink. So if you have one, get ready. This story comes to us from Jacksonville, Florida, from Cement Butter Hauler. He says, what's going on, guys? I hate to inform you all that my brother-in-law's sister was shot 3 times and killed early Wednesday morning. She lived in Jacksonville, Florida, was killed in her car along with a woman in her 50s waiting for a train to go by. After she was shot, her foot came off the brake and it idled into the train. I believe she was targeted, but I can't guarantee anything. I know your friend Fitzwell is down here and may have heard the news story. I probably won't be able to catch the stream tonight because I'm up north, but I hope they get the bastard. Raise a glass or a shot, say a prayer.
All right. Godspeed.
Godspeed to you, sir. I'm going to do a quick
hopefully
reload.
She went quick, man.
What's your name? John Galt said Rumble not working? Wrong.
Apple has given a massive $320 billion.
I hate this website with a passion already. That's the second time it's decided to kick itself on. Suck my Kiaka. Not happening. You will get your day when the time comes.
Mouth on crank.
Website. Suck a dick! With all that, we had to give you like the bad news, good news stuff. So we're going to start with Ascension's super chat, and I want to make sure that he knows. Ascension, you said you sent me a second video. It's not there.
Did we miss some stuff last time, right?
Yes, we did,
yeah.
And I made sure to keep those on standby. We're going to do with those cards when we get over to New Tech. But he sent us a really funny video here. It is YouTube safe, so we're just going to knock it out right now. Give you guys a good laugh, and then we're going to just launch right into this insanity that we call current year.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh. Oh.
There's a guy on the
I love this. These are poo-poo pranks.
He's a poo-poo. Dude, that's like 7 seconds. If this is a prank, it's so good, it seems real.
I know.
The sound effects and everything are spot on.
Dude comes out, he's like, what the hell was that?
He's just going to hang out and see what happens.
Oh my God.
It sounds kind of painful.
Yeah. You're blowing out your balloon knot down there.
Never ever blow out the O-ring
That's bad.
in public. It's not a good idea.
You blow out the O-ring, it's a bad thing.
Ooh. But you know what's worse? White middle-class leftoids speaking on behalf of minorities to cancel the representation they claim minorities lack. And Jemima, Uncle Ben, Land O'Lakes, all used to have minority faces, and now nowhere to be seen. They even renamed Aunt Jemima to Pearl Milling Company or some shit.
And when I was in grade school, I got 2 days detention because I had modified Land O'Lakes, where you cut 2 slits and then you take her knees and put them in there, so then it looks like she's got tits. They caught me with that, and after school, it's detention.
Damn it.
I was like in 4th or 5th grade when that happened. That was hilarious.
So were you just emerging into your evil genius years?
Oh, no, I'd already been there for years.
Oh, just full blown. All right.
Yeah, and then like in 5th grade, I got like in a bunch of trouble for selling Penthouse and Playboys at school. Yeah. I garbage picked them. So I didn't steal them or nothing.
It could have been worse. You could have been, giving out Malort and telling people it was like NyQuil or something.
No.
Malort!
That is an acquired taste. I can't even drink that.
I do not wish to acquire it at this particular point in my life.
It's not good.
I have acquired the taste for whiskey that is about as dark as I will go. But whiskey's so damn good. Got another whiskey fest coming up in December. Whiskey and wine. So, be good times. Royal Oak Farmers Market, if you're local, check it out. You might actually see us there. Who knows? But here we go. They want to now reclaim the name, except this time, instead of white middle-class trust funders who love to burn down minority-owned businesses while flying BLM flags, it's an actual Native American group. They have launched a petition to make the Washington Commanders the Redskins again.
Well, another thing is the football team has lost a lot of money because people quit going there when they change their name.
Well, that's another thing, too. Brand loyalty is a very real thing.
Well, my thing is this. We need to punish all of this woke shit mercilessly.
Oh, yeah.
All of these woke companies need to be man-codded until they are out of business. All right. Yep. There needs to be massive amounts of lawsuits for the obvious discrimination that's taken place. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's happening across the board. I mean, we have these big companies competing for this ESG score. Yeah. It's communism by a different name, and people need to start suing these companies.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hydra, man. BlackRock, Vanguard. These 3 companies, they all own like majority stakes in each other, and between the 3 of them, they basically own everybody. And they're literally doing this to, in their own words, force behaviors.
Yes.
Well, good luck with that if you run out of money.
Correct.
Screw them. And speaking of companies that should be man-codded,
here's one
who really can't afford it, Best Buy.
That's right.
They have been completely busted by a whistleblower who outed them for offering a management training program, but only if certain racial requirements are met.
Yeah, it's like basically no white people.
Yeah, no white people,
Now,
exactly.
Here's something about Best Buy. I used to go there all the time.
Oh, me too.
Back in the day. And then I went there with an ex-girlfriend on a Black Friday, and the employees were just reprehensible tool bags. And I have literally, I think in the past 10 years, I've been to a Best Buy twice. But I bought nothing. And quite frankly, they need to go the way of the dinosaur because of this. And
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be the beginning of the end for them. Though they're already hanging on by a thread. And now, because of this, anybody who applied for a management job in the last however long and was denied because of their skin color is going to have an ironclad discrimination case. Between that and their overall bombing sales, I have a feeling Best Buy is not going to make
and
it
not to
another 2-3
mention,
years.
listen, Caucasians in America make up, 66% of the population?
Yeah.
You're going to alienate the people who are bringing money to your store?
Yeah,
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Good luck with that. I mean, we've already forced the biggest brewery in the country to their knees, and all we did was not buy their shit.
Same thing with Target. Target, if they keep going, they're going to be they're going to have to shut the doors inside of 24 months.
And Anheuser-Busch has lost, $27 billion in market cap, and now they're having to sell off almost a dozen.
Eight
Eight of their subsidiary companies, including Shock Top, which is one that I actually used to enjoy.
Yeah. They're selling that to a company that does hemp in Kanakistan.
Yeah, whatever works, I guess.
Whatever.
Hey, hemp is good. I mean,
but, I don't know. I'm just getting grumpy in my old age, and I think I'm just not going to participate in any companies that are not American companies.
amen to that.
I'm gonna
Download the Public Square app on your phone. You'll find out who's actually worth it and who's not.
I left my phone on, so hang on.
We got O'Keefe here tweeting, discrimination. A citizen journalist has revealed Best Buy is partnering with McKinsey & Company on a management training program. The program is not open to white applicants. Candidates must meet the racial requirements below. Any comment? And then down here, somebody decided to dig into it. McKinsey is partnered with the shocker World Economic Forum.
Go back up to the forms. Can we zoom in on these? What do they say?
It'll bring us to Twitter, which will screw everything up.
All right, yeah.
But if you guys watched the episode of The Quartering about this, they actually had a clip from a training video.
Yep.
That specifically, it's obvious it came from Best Buy corporate. So this was not like, one or two regional stores. This was a company-wide policy.
That's right. And listen, if you're a civil rights lawyer, you should be chomping at the bit because this is a big payday.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally a layup deal.
You have an opportunity to take down a retail giant and get rich in the process. Go for it.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is the modern left in a nutshell. It's not racist if it hurts white people, obviously. I'm going to jump ahead and say boycott Best Buy. No. Man-cott Best Buy. We don't boycott here. We man-cott.
Don't ever darken their doorway ever again.
They can suck a dick. Red bastards. Oh, we got, he's finally come around, Pop. David Hogg decided to donate from Australia.
Really? David Hogg.
Fired.
Isn't he that, liberal idiot that...
Yeah, he's the kid who...
Was that 2 mass shootings, which is statistically
across the country from each other.
Statistically almost impossible.
Kind of like the 2020 election. Yeah. I mean, we've heard stories about, people who just have horrific bad luck on this show. There was a guy who he was in, a plane. The only time he ever flew on a plane, it crashed, and he survived. It was on a train, and it derailed, and he survived. He was on a bus. It got knocked into a fucking river, and he survived. He was driving his own car, and it got fucking flipped over, thrown out of the car, and he fucking survived. Sometimes people have bad luck, but they are the exception, not the rule.
After that happened, the second or third time, I'd go right to 7-Eleven and buy some lotto tickets.
Yeah.
Because you're there. You are at the precipice of luck.
Yeah. I'd be doing every frickin' psychotropic known to man, trying to get a direct line to the man. Go, okay, what is it you want me to do down here? Clearly, I'm not finished.
Yeah.
But you're throwing all this shit at me.
I must be fucking up. So
Something's
can you
fucked up.
please just let me know what's up?
Was this because I put my hand up her skirt? I can't remember which one. I'm just asking.
Chased too many skirts in my youth and I'm getting punished.
Man.
I don't know.
It's like old school Catholicism, man. It was a sin to want to feel up Ellen. It was a sin to plan to feel up Ellen. It was a sin to figure out a place to feel up Ellen. It was a sin to take Ellen to the place to feel her up. It was a sin to try to feel her up, and it was a sin to feel her up. It's 6 sins in one field, man.
Yeah, but it's all cured by stealing some, sacrificial wine.
Yeah, those communion skins. How you doing, Chief Kick-a-Bitch?
Oh, it's okay. This is communion wine.
Yeah, it's all good. And that was classic George Carlin, for those of you who didn't get the reference.
Yeah.
Some good shit right there. Ascension said, the second video I sent, I can only describe it as what would happen if Bad Pop got a hold of a teleprompter, that poor host. Well, it didn't come through, so give it a resend, and I'll keep an eye out for it, good sir.
Yes.
Speaking of fired... Mm-hmm. This is a good... I'm gonna get the headline off the screen, just in case this is new for some of the people out there, because the story is better off if it's abrupt. All right, Claire Kyle, first grade teacher, a school in Texas. On her public profile, she stated she is a black supreme pizza and regularly posts anti-Whitey racism's content. Libs of TikTok broke this one wide open, reposting some of her racist tirades on Twitter. So I'm going to have to read you some of these because not all of this is video and it's very poorly captured. So basically what we have here is a picture and it says, woke up to my sister being the biggest disappointment I've ever seen. Look at the color of the arm wrapped around my sister. My poor sis laid up with a pasty in my fucking house. You could tell she's just so tolerant and open, like all leftoids.
Well, statistically speaking, those type of relationships really don't work out.
That is
They
true.
Usually end poorly.
That is true.
As a betting man...
But don't tell the people who make all the commercials that.
Yeah, I know. As a betting man, that's just, that's not a good bet.
No. She continues here, I'm inconsolable. How many of my white classmates does she have? My sis is letting all of Europe take turns on her. The disappointment I feel right now. Our parents raised us better than this. This girl spent all of her dowry and now laid up with a white. Wow. And this is back and forth here. Yes, and my classmate Matt is here, just FYI. That's the guy in the black truck? Yep, he white, all of them are. Laughing my ass off. It's true. So it's text between her and her sister again.
Yeah, but this was on Twitter, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then they fired her because she said this on Twitter?
And there's more to it than that. But here's her actual words.
So, y'all already know why I'm having a bad day?
This is somebody who's
My
already
sister's
up
a
her
cave
own
dweller
ass.
smasher.
My sister's a cave dweller smasher.
What is a
Nice.
cave dweller?
I love how she's allowed to say that, but if you and I were to employ the term that involves really wet dirt combined with shark, we would get thrown off of YouTube probably.
Yes, we can't use that.
No.
In my house? On this land? I just want to let y'all know that I'm about to do everything in my power to fuck this relationship up. And it's going to be so fun and so satisfying to watch.
Well, good.
She's a real piece of work. And says here, had to call my man for backup. This may be one of the things that got her fired right here is one of these exchanges. I can't believe she has this cave dweller in my freaking house. Did she introduce y'all? No, she didn't. OMG, I'm trying to stay calm. She knows I'm racist. Lol, that man looked like a straight-up Trump supporter. Come and kill him for me, Dre. I promise I'll help you hide the body. Bring all 4 of your guns.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Ah, that's not good.
That's a legit threat of violence. Like, this dude, if he finds out about this, jail.
Yeah.
Another tweet here, like, I'm baffled as fuck seeing a white man in my house. I can't believe it. This is supposed to be a Negro-only house. I'm so mad right now, but I also don't want to cause a scene and embarrass her. I don't know what to do right now. So you're just going to make a scene on the internet and embarrass yourself?
I guess.
I think you made the right call. Today is the first day of school. Can't wait to see all my new students. Well, even the white ones? Or you just automatically fail them? Thank God I got me a real one. School for students start August 7th. Teachers go back on July 31st. Ray, please tell me you see getting your ass ate as gay as fuck. Wait, what the huh? Thank you for being homophobic like I am. You're my soulmate.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, that's extraordinarily common in that particular community, not going to lie.
the soulmate thing?
No, the homophobia thing.
Oh, yeah.
Down low Dans are very common in the melanin not challenged community. Get out of here. Freaking cheap wine drinking motherfucker. Chilling in my class while Twitter thinks they can take my safe and secured. Whatever the hell that means. So she calls white people cave dwellers and publicly shamed her sister for having a relationship with a white dude and jokingly texted her man to grab his guns and murder the guy. I love it. Side note, only 4 guns. Those are rookie numbers. This is evil racism that is no way different at all from the Triple K Foundation. She made no efforts to hide it, and apparently no one in the school cared until it went viral. She even bragged that she wasn't going to get fired. Say, yes, y'all found my job. They told me to delete the post, but my job is safe since I did not directly wish harm on all white people.
All right, now hang on a minute now.
You still tried to enlist your boyfriend to
I don't want to see anyone fired for using their First Amendment rights. If she wants to be racist and go on like this, that's fine. All right? But you shouldn't. I don't approve of
If you're in charge of
her.
children, though.
I still don't approve of it. I'm sorry. Unless she's doing it in the classroom, that's a different scenario.
She probably is. If she's this blatant about it publicly on her social media.
Probably is not is.
I know. I know.
That needs to be proved.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Well, I just think it's wrong.
Oh, I know.
I mean, literally, they got a whole bunch of people canceled by going back 10, 15 years on Twitter.
Yep.
I mean, come on. You're a different person half a decade after you do that stuff.
Yeah. The reason why I am fine with her getting fired, which did happen, is because if she were white, they wouldn't have even let her get away with it a little bit.
No, I know.
So, I'm sorry, but we have to, if we're going to apply this sort of ignorance and stupidity, it has to be equal.
I guess. I just don't approve of it. I mean, you listen, you can open your mouth, say whatever the hell you want.
True.
But a lot of times, people don't know you're stupid until you run your suck hole.
Oh, they found out. And somebody this stupid definitely shouldn't be teaching children.
Yeah. Listen, I already told my opinion on it.
I know.
Sorry.
So, well, apparently she bragged about keeping her job. I will never be unemployed. Well, the pressure continued, and the very next day, they canned her ass like tuna. Hey, I'm glad this teacher got fired, it says, but they did not want to fire her. They only gave her a slap on the wrist initially and only fired her after tremendous public pressure. Imagine this, though. Switch black and white around in this situation, and I'll help you out with the visuals. I made this a white woman talking about a black man in her house.
Boom.
There you go. A white teacher saying this exact shit wouldn't have kept her job for 5 more minutes, let alone another day.
Yeah, but like I said, that I don't approve of that.
Oh, I don't approve of people getting, fired for exercising their First Amendment rights either. I'm not. But maybe the leftoids need to see shit like this happen to their own before they'll realize, hey, this kind of sucks what we've been doing. Maybe we shouldn't do this anymore.
Well, the left started the cancel culture thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the right is going to finish it. Mm-hmm. All right, because once they start moving in a direction, people are going to get crushed, i.e. Bud Light.
Yep.
Target. Disney is probably going to have to go bankrupt or be sold to Apple.
Yep.
Drinking that cheap wine again?
Fucking fruit flies, man.
I'm gonna get one of those like sticky things and
get like a bug light hanging up down here. Get a bug zapper. Just turn it on at night when you go upstairs. You just find a whole bunch of crusty critters in the morning.
Yeah. Solved.
Advocate Dad says, "Hello, you gleeping doofloopers." Well, thank you. Sly Dale says, "I just sent this super chat so Blake would say my name. Say my name, Blake!" All right, Sly Dale. Appreciate what y'all do. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for the $20 donation.
All right.
Sean St. George says, talking about bad luck, Tsumoto Yamaguchi survived both Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Wow. That's a bad motherfucker.
I bet he died of cancer later on, but that's pretty amazing.
Imagine how screwed up it is. You're in the city that gets nuked. You're like, I need to go somewhere safe.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to Nagasaki.
I'm gonna go to my brother's house. Not again!
Son of a bitch. That'd be like getting into like you total your car, right? And then you're like, oh fuck, this just blows. Hey, get it towed. Okay, you go to call insurance. Okay, we got a rental for you right away. Okay, you pick up the rental. Getting out of there, get T-boned. All right, apparently I'm just not going to work today. Fuck this.
I've actually seen that happen.
I'll just go pee in the street.
Yeah, I was waiting in line at a rental place. I was doing I was TDY in Florida doing some Army shit. Guy came in and said, I need a rental car for a weekend. My car's in the shop. Literally, I'm like waiting to get out. I'm behind him. He rolls out. And I'm like, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, Lieutenant Donahue, I'm going to be late. They got to tow a wreck out of the way.
Oopsies.
And and it does happen.
It does happen. It's not fun when it does.
No. I mean, I had to wait like 30 minutes for them to tow the shit out of the way.
That's the worst, man. No one likes car accidents.
No.
Actually, no, collisions.
Well, T-bones are the worst.
Yeah, because Hot Fuzz taught me that we don't call them accidents anymore. We call them collisions because accident implies there's no one to blame. Lieutenant Gunslinger says, Yellow Monster returns. Why rugby uniform today? Let's score some points. Popster is trying to be rugby field judge today. So did penalty happen or not?
Listen, I love the rugby shirts, man. This and Lululemons, but people give me so much shit when I wear the Lululemons, man.
If they're comfy, they're comfy.
Yeah. Walk around, I'm like, what are you, gay? Like, no, I like the way they feel. You know that they wear those in Pilates classes and stuff, right? I'm like, okay. So you're gay.
Better than doing yoga during Pride Month. Shit.
Oh, my Lord! No, thank you.
Downward facing dog time, Johnny. Oh, God, please don't. Can you sit over on that side of the room? Disgusting. But this isn't the only woman who got fired.
We're going to see more of this.
This one is awesome. Woman fired after company uses keystroke technology to monitor her work from home.
Ooh, that's bad.
This is bad. I dove into the article because I really wanted to see what was going on because I was like, is this actually a good story or is it not?
Now, my question is, was it a company computer or her personal computer?
I believe it was a company computer.
Okay, then that's totally legal.
And it was a major insurance company. Used keystroke tech on an employee's work laptop to test whether she was working her designated hours. It went poorly. The Fair Work Commission rejected an unfair dismissal application brought by former Insurance Australia Group consultant Susie Chico, finding she was fired for a valid reason of misconduct. This is why.
I bet you she would look at that face.
Oh, yeah.
And I bet you she was expecting to get the pussy pass.
I guarantee you that she might have been using that work laptop's work webcam for some other shit with a face like
OnlyFans?
Sorry.
Down under Deborah?
And she's been with this company for 18 years.
Oh, my God.
But it just goes to show you, as soon as you give somebody a path of least resistance, especially modern females, they're going to take it.
Well, hang on. And here's another thing. She was with this company for 18 years, right?
Yep.
So this proves one point. These women that are like chasing this like high-powered career, at any minute, they literally can be laid off and fired.
Yep.
And then they're stuck with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I thought marriage was oppression.
Yeah.
So she was fired on February 20th for missing deadlines and meetings, being absent and uncontactable, and failing to complete a task, which caused the industry regulator to fine the company.
Oh, there you go.
That's just the beginning.
Oh.
It gets better. She was subject to a detailed review of cyber activity, which analyzed the number of times she physically touched her keyboard on 49 working days from October to December.
Wow.
The review found she did not work her rostered hours for 44 of those days.
Oh, my God!
She started late on 47 days, finished early on 29, and performed no work whatsoever 4 of those days.
Wow. Well, okay.
Woo.
Now, in her defense, if she was meeting her quota and she wasn't costing the company a bunch of money, she probably got a slap on the wrist.
Well, in all likelihood, from what I'm seeing here, if she was missing deadlines and meetings and not being contactable, that's probably why they activated the keylogger tech. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. On the day she did log in, she had very low keystroke activity, recorded 0 strokes over 117 hours in October.
Wow.
143 hours in November and 60 in December.
Wow.
Wow. She averaged 54 per hour over the duration of her surveillance, which showed she was not presenting for work and performing the work as required.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, but virtual learning for your kids is totally an acceptable option.
No, that's
right.
Okay, well,
this is a woman being paid to do it, and
no,
she still isn't doing
well,
it.
virtual learning would be effective if you had like a bouncer next to your kid. Mm-hmm. Like, pay attention.
Oop-wah!
Do your homework. Shut up. Yeah. I hate this homework. I want to go back to school.
Tom in the chat says, I can't go 117 hours with no strokes. She's got resolve.
Yeah! Listen, if you are
good.
married and you become a master debater, you're doing Mirage wrong.
Wrong. Oh, we love you guys. No homo. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to break your hearts a little bit.
Oh, no.
I'm going to have to.
Oh,
this was sent to us at least twice that I know of in the last 72 hours. For some reason, this story found a second life. And here's the story right here. There's a tragic sense of grief today, as Japan's adult movie industry is mourning over the loss of a popular actress who died in an accident while shooting a scene for an upcoming film. The 23-year-old actress, who remains unnamed due to Japanese laws requiring her next of kin to be formally notified first, died after drowning in Navy crewmen while shooting at a studio in Tokyo's Shinjuku district.
So she died of Samoon overdose.
Samoon. Sea men. Men at sea.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's an Egyptian name. Samoon.
Yeah. The one-eyed wonder worm juice that rhymes with worm. Cameraman from the shoot said the actress was filming a bukkake scene when the accident occurred. It's a popular format in Japanese adult video titles and involves a group of male actors spunking typically into the face of a female actor.
That's so nasty.
The camera crew stated that for this scene there were around 30 male actors lined up. The actress was kneeling on the ground and actors were taking turns. The director insisted that they direct their Navy crewmen into her mouth, which is quite normal. Unfortunately, the actress began to choke, according to witnesses. The camera crew stated they thought she was actually acting when in fact she was unable to breathe. She had swallowed too much of a load, apparently. It came as quite a shock when she collapsed. The director was angry at first, telling her she ruined the shot, and then once it was realized she really couldn't breathe, everyone became shocked. Camera operator said the male actors panicked, but fortunately one of them was a skilled emergency medical responder before he became an Ornpay star. The director said he tried to scoop as much of it out of her mouth before starting mouth-to-mouth, but it was too late. There was nothing that could have been done.
Is this real?
Apparently, bukkake means to splash rudely. I didn't know that. That's a good question. No, it's not.
Okay, good.
That was what I had to say that was going to break your hearts. Because this story originally was released in 2017. But it found a new life recently because of some forum posts and some accompanying news articles. But when I dug into it, I realized that everybody who had already posted this stuff had taken it down because the original story was posted 6 years ago.
Yeah, well, my aunt was an ER nurse at Beaumont Hospital for about 15 years.
Yeah.
She had, over that 15 years, 2 people come in that drowned, and literally with almost no water. It's like maybe a shot glass full of water. That was it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all it takes?
Yeah.
Wow.
It all depends upon your health, your strength of your lungs. If you are older, frail, or young and weak, it'll kill you.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things like people associate shark attacks with like the open ocean. But most people get attacked by sharks in about 2-3 feet of water,
That's
about
right.
10 feet from the beach.
Yeah. And those people who really get attacked out at sea by sharks, they're just disappearances
Yes.
because you're not finding that body.
I remember sitting down with a group of interns in the athletics department up at OU. And when I arrived at this bar, they're all talking about sharks. Oh, sharks get a bad rap. They don't really attack people. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, really? I said, let me ask you something. Can you report a shark attack without a body or a witness? I said, well, no. Well, then most of those people are probably missing persons. And they just, all of a sudden, they just...
Oh, he's right. Listen,
Can we get another round, please?
I have been scuba diving in the Red Sea as a whole school of migrating hammerheads came by.
Oh.
And me and my dive buddy, we're a good 40 feet underwater on this ledge, just waiting for them to go by. Because the water was so clear, you could see, 200 meters plus.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we're like, oh, shit, don't move. Of course you can't talk. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at my air gauge. In my mind, I'm turning down the adrenaline. I'm calm. The guy next to me is like, I'm watching his air gauge just go down. And I look at him. I'm like, really? I give him my other regulator because you have two.
Yeah.
And he's like doing mine. So now we have to surface.
Yeah.
In the middle of a hammerhead school of sharks. And yes, they are man-eaters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Woo.
I peed my wetsuit a little bit that day. I'm not.
You know what? No one will judge you for that.
Yeah,
I certainly will not.
That was it. And I had a run-in with the killer whale. That was insane.
So, I mean, you're there, just a couple of dudes in the middle of a school of hammerheads. You're a bath toy.
Our backs were to the reef.
Oh,
the reef went down at an angle, so we're literally like this to the reef, and they're like,
dude.
and some of them were as close as here to that wall, which is about 20 feet.
Whew.
And they're about 7, 8, 9 feet long, a lot of them.
Lupusio, someone's gonna die.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. So we went off in the weeds a little bit, but that's an awesome story.
Army story. Listen, there's so many stories in this broken thinking meat every once in a while.
And half the time, you don't even remember them until somebody says something.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And that's why I just let you go, because they're all good. So, to recap, that story was fake, allegedly. But
Here we
the
go.
ones that follow are not.
All right, now, in the good book, if you are caught doing bestiality, the remedy is death for everyone involved.
Yes.
Everyone.
And I'm ashamed to say this is local.
Yes.
I don't know what it is with the local stories this week. The troon who decided to become a Muslim, wanting their balls back out in Pontiac, or with the lover down in Ferndale, and now we have this Michigan woman charged with performing sex act on dog. I wanted to just call it bestiality.
That's exactly what it is.
Whenever a woman does this stuff, they always soften the language. When it's a dude, especially a white dude, they go right for the jugular every freaking time.
When it's a dude that does something wrong, literally they tee it up and knock it out of the park.
Linguistic propaganda.
A woman, it's a foul ball.
Yep. And she was caught by her ex.
Oh, my God.
Brittany McClure, charged with sodomy and animal abuse for the alleged acts with a dog. Oh, boy.
That's bad.
Michigan, oh, there she is.
Look at the dog.
The dog is so ashamed.
Hiding in shame.
I can't believe I licked that. There wasn't even peanut butter on it. I can't. Somebody get me a rawhide so I can start to feel normal again. Shit. Brittany McClure. In the video, it shows defendant. There's a video. Brittany McClure lying on the living room floor on a mattress with a blanket. She opens the blanket, calls the dog over. She's a good boy.
That happened in Taylor, Tucky.
It's in Taylor, Tucky.
Taylor, Tucky!
Fucking Taylor, Tucky, man.
Wow. Wow!
McClure's former boyfriend turned her in after finding the video on surveillance cameras set up in the living room of their home. It was plain as day his ex-girlfriend performing fellatio I don't know if I'm going to get burned on YouTube for fellatio. Just because she gave the dog a PJ, all right? She sucked the dog's cock.
Oh, my God.
And she attempted to get him to reciprocate. All you need for that's a jar of peanut butter.
Oh,
Why do
my
I know this?
God.
Don't Google that. Don't Google it. Kind of an interest in fetish stuff that was seen on the internet, said Lieutenant Frank Canning. I don't know that any justification could justify these acts. She did own up to performing these acts on Mac. Well, that's as long as she admits it, we're just going to have to let her off with a slap on the wrist.
Okay, but look, go back up to that picture of her. That is never going away.
No.
Her face and these acts are in the media. The internet's forever. Oh my God.
Oh man. And if this goes to trial and that tape gets out, her life is over, even if she gets time served or just probation.
Yeah.
She is done. She is eternally going to be known as the chick who sucked her dog's cock. I want chicken. I want liver.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
I bet she feeds the dog
This
moist
is so
and meaty.
disgusting. I'm sweating with embarrassment for this woman.
You know, there's a dog food called moist and meaty. I bet that's what she feeds it.
Oh my God.
She tried to give him something else moist and meaty. He's like, no thanks.
I don't want no lumpy
Like,
liver.
I scarf out my own ass and eat my own shit, but this is where I draw the line.
Yeah, I will not have anything to do with that lumpy liver. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Fido, come over here and manipulate my flaps.
You want Skippy or Peter Pan tonight?
Yeah.
God.
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
Oh my God, this is disgusting. I can't believe we have to cover this craziness.
And what's worse, the worst part about it is that I am hearing stories about this kind of stuff more and more often.
Well, I mean, there's a whole army of female teachers banging their students and getting like slap on the wrists.
And now it seems to like doggy orn pay seems to be like the wave of the future for these women who, they're totally just, stunning and brave sex workers. It's totally real work, unlike being a landlord, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
We got another one here. I mean, but this is just a throwback to earlier this year. Y'all probably remember this, but in case you forgot, Naughty Fairy, self-proclaimed trans canine model, fired from job and banned from the fans site for posting sex acts with dogs on social media. She also posted multiple comments on Twitter claiming that she has had sex with dogs on several occasions.
This is like insane.
Yeah. The thing is, it's not like she couldn't go out and get a dude if she wanted to. She's a redhead with green eyes. That puts her among like the lowest demographic of women with those types of features.
Well, first of all, it's
Come on.
it's not a woman. That's a dude, right?
No, that's a woman.
Oh, it's a woman?
That's a woman.
I thought you said it was trans.
Trans canine.
Oh. What?
Yeah. She claimed to be a dog in human form.
Okay.
She's transitioning to canine by allowing dogs to
All right, everybody.
scarf out her whistle sack.
Do you see what's happening?
God.
When we're allowing people to ignore reality, and we're literally just humoring these people who are out of their goddamn minds. Now we have kids in school wanting to crap and piss in cat boxes. We have people identifying as animals and other races. I mean, where does it stop?
I know.
Where does this insanity stop? Oh, God damn!
It stops when people stop being afraid to call this shit out.
Yeah.
And that's to the point where we have so many people now who are just shutting up because they're afraid of the leftoid cancel mob.
They don't want to be canceled.
Yeah.
They don't want to be shamed or
Lose
guilted.
their job.
Or so they're like, I saw nothing.
Yeah.
Listen, evil triumphs when good people do nothing.
Exactly.
And all it really takes is just to acknowledge and speak the truth. It's just that simple.
Ugh.
All right, sorry.
No, you're totally right, dude. Totally
Getting
right.
a headache. My blood pressure's going up.
Naughty Fairy sparked uproar following remarks she made and allegedly posted videos of herself having sex with dogs, according to Daily Star. She announced to her 185.8 thousand followers on January 2nd she decided to come out as trans canine, adding that she had been with 6 dogs in the previous year and only 2 men.
Oh, my God.
There's the
I hope
tweets.
somebody notified those dudes and go, hey, man, your Eskimo brothers are some dogs.
Yeah.
Good
I
luck.
just want friends in a crowd that accepts and loves and cherishes me. How about no, dog fucker?
I mean, she's obviously out of her goddamn mind. This is a mental illness.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And this is what happens when the so-called patriarchy that crushes men under its fucking thumb, great patriarchy there, turns its back on the accountability that should be dished out to all of these women.
Yeah.
They're just allowed to do whatever the hell they want.
Well, the thing is right now we have 3 levels of justice. You have the elites, you
Yep.
have women, and you have men.
Exactly. The elites have no laws that apply to them whatsoever. Women have very few. And here we are picking up our scraps while being told we have immeasurable, unseen, invisible privilege. Great.
Correct, yeah. As we're losing our legs and arms at our job, dying in war,
Yeah.
homeless.
Most of the
Get
people
hell
in
out of
prison are men.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great patriarchy you got there. It's really boosting us up. It doesn't end there, though. Does not end there. We're going to go from the canine variety to the human variety. Y'all know these ladies very well, and they, for some reason, they just never want to shut up.
Well, this next one has been in the media, for
Basically from the
a
beginning.
long time.
Yeah.
Well, she started in the media towards the end of her Orn Pay
Yep.
career, supposedly.
Ex-corn star Mia Khalifa forced to block loads of creeps after revealing she's single. You know, if you blocked more loads, you probably wouldn't have this problem.
Now, they're saying ex-Pornhub star. Okay, first of all, she was mainstream
She did
porn.
the mainstream corn, yeah.
That is, top shelf porn.
Yep.
And as your career, sinks, you wind up on Pornhub and X-Hamster and RedTube. Those are
Yeah.
the 3 big, digital porns. How do I know that? It is what it is. Anyway.
It's all good, man. I don't judge you and your no fap flap upstairs.
Hey, man, hey.
My block button's never been exercised more. Zero faith in humanity remains. Well, yeah, whatever. You got plowed for money. This was 2 years ago, I believe. Yes, July 2021. Now, she sparks fury with marriage advice after her 2 divorces, telling all women to leave these men.
I believe she had 3 divorces.
No, she was 2 divorces and 3 engagements.
Okay.
Who are the 3 simps who decided to tie one on with this penis sheath? I have no idea.
Okay. Are those like scars? What is?
Oh, yeah, she has some of the worst fake tits I've ever seen.
Look at those
Oh,
scars.
these right here, these are not scars. They're like jewelry or something.
Okay.
Hoisting her boobs up.
I was gonna are those samurai sword strikes?
She's always been very overrated in terms of her looks.
yeah.
So, married twice, engaged a 3rd time. Took to TikTok to declare marriage isn't sacred. Well,
It's not.
Not to you.
Well, first of all, it's not. There is no benefit for a dude to get married whatsoever. And why men are still doing it is beyond me. I am trying to get to those 5.1 idiots
Yep.
out there who are still getting married every year at per 1,000.
It is what it is.
I mean, get out of here.
She was married at 18, divorced at 21. Married at 25, divorced at 28. 3rd engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but kept the ring. So basically, she is the last person on the planet who needs to be giving dating advice to anyone.
Yeah, I mean, the only advice she should give is sex acts.
Yeah. And she doesn't even know the real words. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We're not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. You mean sacred thing? It's paperwork. It's a commitment you make to someone, but if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You have to go. Well, I mean, she's knocking on the wall now.
Yeah.
She's 30.
Yeah, just wait 15 years from now. It's
And
gonna be
everybody
a whole
knows.
other animal.
Everybody knows and everybody has seen the amount of kiaka that has been rammed through that taffy puller.
Well, and also, I will not enter into any type of arrangement or relationship with a woman who's been divorced. I will not do it.
Yep. Had to break somebody's heart recently. I tried to text this guy. Like, literally, she's been separated from her husband for like a week. I just wish he would respond to me and not just ghost me. I was like, why do you think he's doing it? Am I not cute enough? And I'm like, you want the truth or you want me to make you feel better?
That's right. We only deal in the truth. The truth is you failed the dick stacking test.
Yeah.
Yes, you're cool in a gimmick kind of way, but you are not cool in a permanent keep you around kind of way.
Yeah.
No one's going to introduce you to their family. Certainly not their mother. It's not going to happen.
No.
Sorry.
But then here comes the accountability dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge accountability. Former corn star Mia Khalifa battles to have adult videos erased from websites.
All right. Now, first of all, you signed a contract. Now, I understand women, they sign contracts all the time. They're called marriage contracts. And
they violate them all the time.
And they're rewarded handsomely for breaking those contracts. But there is another contract, a business contract. And she willingly signed these to do what she did for Monet. And guess what? That digital property is the people who own the contract, not you.
Don't like it? Don't sign the contract. Don't take off your clothes for money. And for the love of God, don't be a hooer.
Yeah, what the hell?
The bottom line is, if you're a hooer, people are going to judge you as such.
Correct. You wear the uniform.
You cannot walk out into the public square at all in any way, shape, or form without being judged.
That's right.
And I sure as hell wouldn't do what she did and go out and expect not to be judged, let alone be respected and held up, in adulation. Fuck that.
Yeah.
She shot 11 films working in the adult industry for 3 months when she was 21. Claiming the adult company is promoting her 6-year-old videos like they're new. She got a petition with more than 1.6 million signatures with the hashtag Justice for Mia.
Hang on. All right.
Give me a break.
The reason they're advertising these as new is because you're constantly in the media, and that's going to make people curious or bring attention to your situation. And of course, they're going to try to get more money out of the whole thing.
What's hilarious?
I mean, that's just good business sense.
And what's hilarious is that it's her own narcissistic thirst for attention that allows them to do that. Mm-hmm. If she would just shut the hell up, it wouldn't be a problem now, would it?
Well, it wouldn't be as bad of a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, there's contracts on her life in certain Muslim countries.
Yes, there are.
And that was what I've read that in the media. I don't know if that's still viable, but
it probably is. They like to hold a grudge over there in the Middle East.
Oh, yes.
Now, what really cracks me up, and this is where I have to call bullshit on everything that comes out of this woman's mouth, is that she says corn is bad, they abused me, they used me like a masturbation dummy, they're awful, they're disgusting, blah, blah, blah. Well, then riddle me this, Sarah. Why do you keep using your porn name?
Yeah.
Because Mia Khalifa is not her real name.
No, it's
her
not.
Her real name is Sarah Jo Shamoun, born in Beirut, Lebanon, 1993. If she was so disgusted with how she was treated, why would she keep the name they gave her?
Yeah, I know. I have no idea.
Why? Because it's about the attention. It's about the money.
And listen, we're not doxing her. We're literally reading her name.
This is all public.
In a published document.
This is all public information.
Yeah, listen.
It's available on megastarsbio.com. Mm-hmm. And she also went by Mia Khalifa, Lebanese-American media personality, celebrity, social media star, webcam model, movie actress. Oh, and she's not alone. Mm-hmm. There's another one out there doing the same crap. Although now that she, got a stupid athlete to knock her up, her paycheck is basically assured. Lana Rhoades wants all of her videos deleted.
Good luck. And she's only 24.
Yep. Well, she was at the time that this was written. This was 2021, so she'll be 26 now. A lot of the videos I have no rights under. Otherwise, I probably would have deleted them all by now. Well, you were stupid enough to sign the contract, take off your clothes, and do how many different films was it?
But this is a classic example of these ladies not wanting to face accountability for their actions. Listen, you make a decision. You take action. Every action has a consequence in some way, shape, or form. because every action has an equal reaction.
Exactly.
That's how the universe works.
Yep. And if you don't like it, move to a different universe, I guess.
Sorry.
And just like Mia, she's, I wanted to be illegal. Corn should be illegal.
Sorry.
After 250 films in 8 months.
Oh, okay, hang on.
She had 250 partners in 8 months.
Okay, hang on.
And some stupid NBA jagoff still thought it was a good idea to knock her up and wife her up.
8 times 30. Oh, hang on. This is good.
Trying to do like the math per
8
day.
times 30 divided by 250.
That's more than one cock a day.
It's
on average.
0.96 cocks a day.
Yeah.
So literally every day she was getting paid for the old in-out, in-out.
In-out, in-out.
The
It should be illegal. But again, she still goes by Lana Rhodes, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Even though her real name is Amara Maple. So it's almost like they want the fame, they want the money, they want the notoriety, they want the attention, but they don't want the baggage that comes with it.
and we call that accountability.
If it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
Listen, man, and she's 24 or 26,
26 now, yeah.
And listen, it's never going to go away. It's out there forever. There's nothing you could do. Sorry.
Yep.
Wah.
Wah. I mean, don't get me wrong. She still looks good.
Yeah.
But when you know what comes along with those looks, they start to fade awful quick in your mind, even as she's standing right in front
Well,
of
she
you.
becomes a gimmick.
Exactly.
That's it.
And the best part of all, the absolute best part of all, they're telling young girls this is the worst industry ever. They treated us like kids, like dogs. They're just the worst ever. Never, ever make porn. They're still doing it.
Yep.
Lana Rhodes has an OnlyFans. Mia Khalifa has an OnlyFans. Do as I say, not as I do. And for the love of God, give me money, but don't ask how I'm going to earn it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, in all reality, that's all they can do. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. I got it.
It's still pathetic.
Yeah, especially as they get older and they start looking their age and they're not going to get as much attention. And once they get near 40, they literally, most women become invisible.
Yep. And that's what they're terrified of, I think. And that's why they're continuing down this road, even as everything they say is directly contradicted by everything they do. Mm-hmm. And yet, they still got Mia got 1.6 million women and simps to sign a petition to pull down all of her videos. Wow.
Okay. Well, first of all, that petition doesn't mean shit.
No, it doesn't.
Because if she signed a contract, you know, unless you have an argument to dispose of the contract, if you show up to court with a bunch of signatures, the judge is going to be like, get the hell out of here. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, petitions don't mean anything next to a signed and notarized legal contract. Sorry, Mia. Sorry, Lana. Or Amara and Sarah, if you prefer. Actually, we know exactly what you prefer. You want attention. You want no accountability, no responsibility. But you still want all the money and you still want to get naked for it.
Yeah. Again, this is a classic example of them, trying to escape accountability.
Yeah.
That's not how the universe works.
Modern women are just a walking contradiction. It's
You mean
stunning.
listen, you mean a contradiction?
A contradiction,
That's
yeah.
right.
It's stunning and brave when they sexualize and market themselves. Like on YouTube, there are videos publicly available for children to watch without even signing in that show women, like their lips hanging out down below,
Yep.
because they're just modeling clothes, right? But if you and I were to take that same video and comment on it, we would get a strike for public nudity.
Correct. Despite the fact that these women are modeling playing cards held together with duct tape or dental floss over certain things.
Yep.
Get out of here.
And these same women are like, oh, men are trash. You need to leave these men. If it wasn't for men, where would you be?
Yeah.
All women could stop working tomorrow. This country would get along just fine. If all men stopped working tomorrow, it would be in shambles.
Dunzo. And you know what? That's starting to happen. A lot of the red pill MGTOW guys, they're just working to take care of themselves. And I don't blame them. Why would you reward a system that treats you like trash, throws you in prison, doesn't care if you're homeless, doesn't give you medical attention? Nobody gives a shit about men. Why the hell are we contributing to this civilization? We need to stop.
Yeah.
Because it's absolutely out of control.
Mm-hmm. Men doing an honest day's work, busting their asses, going to the dirty, uncomfortable, and dangerous jobs, where 95% of workforce deaths are men, every single day. They're vilified in the media, by the educational institutions they send their children to.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 2 walking glory holes can just parade around with millions of eyes on them at all times, directly lying to every single person who actually casts them a glance of attention.
Yes.
And they're held up as stunning and brave for it. You can't trust a word that comes out of their mouth or comes in their mouth.
Oh, my God. Literally, this is clown world, bizarre world, regardless of money. Wow.
And it gets worse.
Okay.
The last story is probably the worst one of all. TikTok influencer Mahak Bukhari and mother found guilty of double murder after sex tape threat. Now, let's be completely honest here. This influencer's mom is a sleuthstitute. She decided to bang a younger dude. She agreed to let him record it. And instead of accepting the consequences of that action and understanding that, hey, somebody else may see this, they decided to murder him and his friend.
Wow.
I'm actually amazed they're actually going to jail because this happened in Australia. And these happen to be brown people.
Down under? Thunder from down under?
Thunder from down under over here. Crikey, it'll be a steamer over here. That's what this is. Bukhari and her mother, Ansrain, were convicted over the deaths of Saqib Hussain and Mohammed Hashim Ijazuddin. I think that's how it's pronounced.
All right, hang on.
Who died
vowel,
when there's...
consonant, word salad.
Exactly.
We are not going to pronounce those names. I'm sorry.
They died when their Skoda virtually split in two and caught fire after a car chase. Now, this didn't have anything to do with police. It was the mom and her daughter in 2 cars, from what I understand, trying to pin these guys in on a single motorcycle.
Wow.
And it was caught on 911 call, or 999 in Australia. Yeah, both of them, 21, died when their Skoda split in 2 and caught fire after leaving the A46 dual carriageway near Leicester before hitting a tree on the early hours of February 11th, 2022.
A Skoda, is that a scooter?
I believe so, yeah. It's probably like a Vespa or something like that.
It's like a weird... come on, you Australians.
A moped,
get with the
whatever they're
program. Call
calling
it a goddamn scooter.
The moped, yeah. So, I mean, you have a chance. I mean, you know this chick, but you wanted to make a sex tape with this chick? Really?
I don't know, man.
No accounting for taste. Just before he died, front seat passenger Mr. Hussein made a 999 call to police claiming that his friend's silver Skoda Fabia was being blocked in and rammed by attackers wearing balaclavas who had been following them in 2 cars. In a recording of the call played to the Crown Court, he said, "They're trying to ram us off the road. Please, I'm begging you, I'm going to die." He also said, "Oh my God," before there was a scream, and the call cut off at the sound of impact.
It was probably a car then.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, it said front passengers, so I'm thinking,
it's a car.
let's take a look at it and see if it is a car or a motorcycle. Oh, it is a car.
It's a car.
Okay, it is.
We don't
a car.
have those here.
But it's a super mini car, so it's like a smart car, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's a lot of protection.
Oh, yeah, totally. Just install a roll cage, you're all good.
Listen, we're not laughing because these 2 guys died.
Yep.
I mean,
No. I mean, what happened to them is tragic.
This whole situation is just effed up, sorry.
I mean, it just cracks me up. She agreed to have a sex tape filmed. And then because And then all of a sudden, she changed her mind. So these 2 guys had to die. What?
Oh, hang on. It's saying here, Amir, Jamal, and Sanif, consonant goop gobbledygook.
Oh, there were other defendants.
Were all found not guilty of murder, but guilty of 2 counts of manslaughter.
Yeah, so there were other people in the cars being driven by the 2 women. That's all that is.
Okay, well that's fucked up.
And you gotta be a real narcissistic Kwantaha to wear fake eyelashes to your fucking mugshot.
Oh my!
This is next level narcissism right here.
This is insane, right?
Wow, amazing.
How much time they get?
I want to double check here. I'm trying to remember exactly what the time was. I mean, I've read so many of these articles today. So
28 hours of deliberation.
Yeah, that's not for a jury. That's actually not too long.
This should have been cut and dry.
Absolutely. Let me see here. What are their sentences? Yeah, there's the mom. Yeah, I was gonna say, would you rather tag that and record it or that? Just asking.
They both look rough. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
They will be sentenced on September 1st, so
Okay.
they have not been sentenced yet. So that's why I didn't know specifically.
Well, they're probably looking at least 20, maybe more.
Yep.
But I don't know how Australia works over there. They might get a pussy pass on
They very well might.
the penalty.
Because they're women and they're brown.
Yeah, they'll get
They're probably
7
gonna
years
push
and the rest 13 years probation because,
Mm-hmm.
they're chicks and split tail stuff and because of vagina.
The judge will be like,
Well, if you agree to make a tape with me, I promise I'll keep it private and I'll keep you out of jail. All right?
That's
But if you fuck around, I'll send a manta ray to your house and take you out crocodile hunter style.
that was a tragic death. I like that guy.
it was a tragic death, but I got to say, it's not like people didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, it was just a matter of,
You fuck around with wild animals long enough, sooner or later, you're going to find out.
yeah, sooner or later, you're going to find out.
Matt Wilson says, us Aussies don't speak like that.
Fuck you, crikey. I'm having fun over here. It's a stereotype. You don't like it? Go to Outback Steakhouse.
That is such a scam. I love their food, but it's not Australian at all.
It's not Australian at all, though. The shrimp on the Barbie, though, and the bread, oh, so good.
Yeah, I like the bloomin' onion.
The bloomin' onion?
I can only eat it a couple of times a year because it's just so greasy.
It is greasy. If you eat enough of it, too, it gives you heartburn.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the salt and the seasoning
No,
or whatever.
I eat the bloomin' onion, and I'm gonna have monkey butt for 2 days. And
Matt Wilson says we use the C word much more often in Australia.
yeah, like in Australia and England, they say cunt on the TV all the time.
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, he's buggering him. That means he's getting plugged in the booty.
It's only over here that people got to stick up their ass about it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I
find
don't
it
know.
funny.
I don't get it either.
I don't know.
But I definitely would not like to live in Australia because everything there will kill you. Everything's poisonous.
It is.
You get stung or bit by some of that stuff, you got 0 time to get to the hospital, meaning
Jail.
you will die.
Someone's gonna die.
No, thank you, man.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Foster's Australian for beer.
Oh yeah, those used to be good commercials too. I like that.
Yeah, their beer is pretty good. I remember it when I was in the MFO in Sinai, Egypt. They would bring us cold Fosters out to the OP when we were working. They literally come up with like 2 or 3 coolers of this beer, and it came in these huge oil can things.
Oh yeah, I used to get the mini kegs over at Como's in
Yeah.
Ferndale all the time.
And I was like 18, 19 when I was on sector. And I remember my squad leader, he'd be like, "Hey, Pop, want some beer?" I'm like, "Of course I want some beer." "All right, get up. Just don't tell no one. Here you go."
Matt Wilson says
We don't drink Foster's, damn it. You cunts.
I'm just saying, there's a huge scam going on.
there's something going on.
They're selling this shit over here that's completely has nothing to do with Australia.
You guys got to start suing these breweries for false
and
advertising.
we're
and
falling
shit.
for it, man. But that Foster's beer is not bad.
It's not bad at all. I do like Foster's.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not woke because I would kick
It's
their ass.
Guinness. Guinness is good, and I believe that Didn't that come over from Ireland?
Yes.
Where the ditch pigs live?
Yes, the ditch pigs live in
Yeah,
Ireland.
the home of the ditch pigs.
Home of the ditch.
Yeah. England is,
They should say that on their flag.
I mean, the English women literally...
Get out of a plane in Ireland, just walking through the terminal. Home of the ditch pigs. I'm just trying to find my bag.
Oh, my God. Oh, and then the women in England, literally, they look like a 64 Cadillac that had a rear-end collision, and their grill is just tore up. Oh, my Lord.
Crusader Nate says Pop would give Foster's a 4. You guys are assholes. Never change.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, we got here. Got Demaster12 says, sent an email to the Gmail address with a question. Just a little too long for a short chat. It's just a few paragraphs. A few paragraphs. Oh, my God.
What is it?
Make sure we get the right one here. Is it? No, it's not in mine. Here, make sure Demaster12. No, I saw him in here somewhere. Where's it, man?
See, I don't remember their names.
Here it is.
Oh, here.
If this has already been asked, I missed it. But how much would we of the Redonkulas regiment have to pay to get Pop and Blake to watch Barbie? It is not just a matter of having you two suffer through the most feminist movie since Roundhead ruined Johnson's The Last Jedi. Well, not entirely. But it's that Barbitch isn't merely a feminist propaganda reel. From what I've come to understand, it sounds more like 2 hours of writer-director Greta Gerwig struggling with her own cognitive dissonance over the irreconcilable differences between humanity and feminism. From what I've heard, it's worse than feminist. It's the most gynocentric female supremacist movie ever made. But it's so fundamentally contradictory in its own messages that it's almost like a Rorschach test in movie form. And I was wondering what your perspectives on the movie would be, especially if you go in thinking about how the film is a reflection of Gerwig's own warped worldview.
I don't know if I could suffer through that, man. There's only so much the popster can deal with at any given time.
I will go do it. Just because that's my thing.
If you want to
I'm
do
the
it,
movie guy.
let's do a movie 3000 like we did for Star Wars.
Okay.
And yeah,
I think we can manage that.
but I'm gonna have to have food drinks and a dog pillow to sleep on at the end.
You know what's what. For that matter, perhaps this would be a good opportunity to get Mrs. Klein's appraisal as well. I think this is an ideal moment to get a red-pilled woman's perspective on the propaganda aimed at her to keep her in the matriarchal matrix, or the matriartrix. Yeah, I'll keep working on it.
Well, I think we should leave your wife out of it.
She would probably have some thoughts.
No, I know, but the thing is, this is our world, and I don't want to. I don't want any of it to spill over onto her.
Well, if she wants to offer her thoughts, I will write them down.
I have nothing but respect for your wife, so
yeah. And I did see Oppenheimer, which the people who love the Barbie movie hate Oppenheimer because Barbie's not anti-men, but Oppenheimer is anti-women. One of the most likable characters of the movie is Emily Blunt.
yeah.
Who understands exactly who she married in the film, knows that he's a womanizing prick, accepts that about him, still backs him up, still puts a fucking Washington, D.C. attorney in his place with nothing but kindness.
Nice.
It's one of the best bits of acting I've ever seen Emily Blunt give. She's fantastic in it.
If you say so.
Yeah. Only people who have not seen Oppenheimer will say it's anti-woman. They can fuck off.
Yeah.
We got Fan I Am says, Skoda or Skuda, they still beep the same. Skeet, skeet. All over that Japanese porn star's face.
I don't know.
And Fan I Am says, we sell Fosters to everyone else and keep the good stuff for ourselves.
Does not surprise me. It does not surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either. Oh, man, that's awesome. Well, it is 9:14.
Oh, my Lord, already?
Yes, we got 670 people with only 328 likes, less than half. Hit the like button. Man, it's right there.
On the tube of you?
Punch it like Lana Rhodes' box has been punched, although I hope it doesn't invert when you pull out your finger.
Inverted windsock.
Although if it does, you could just sick the dog on it. Sorry. Rumble's got 733 watching. Odyssey's rocking 48. 76 on MGTOW.tv, the best uncensored chat on the web. 19 on D Live. 15 on Twitch. And Kick is rocking... Well, it says 0, but I don't think that's the truth. Let's give it a reload. 5.
Okay.
Well, I have to say, ladies and germs, Kick has one of the cleanest, sharpest streams that we have seen.
Correct.
In a while. So, feel free to check it out. Kick.com/Redonkulas Regiment, spelled the dyslexic way, of course.
But can we actually store our videos on Kick?
I don't believe so. I think it's just a streaming site like DLive.
Okay.
Twitch.
All right.
It may keep a replay for a few days, but that's it. So
That's cool.
about the Barbie thing, Keith Frederick is like, Pop, Blake, you don't have to do it. Yes, I do.
Oh, my Lord.
I'll do it for you guys because I love you. No homo.
I'll show up with a full bottle of this,
Oh, yeah.
and I will leave the next day with a migraine headache.
You'll be drunk off your ass
Yeah.
right there.
That's trouble.
Man, that black barrel's good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Jump on over to New Tech. Jimmy Bones, if you can paste the links where folks can follow us on over there, check out Kick if you feel like it. See if everybody is right about the streaming quality. Looks fantastic to me. And we'll take a little break, give you some Jeffrey Paul tunes to listen to, and we'll be back with some the Fitzwell cards that we missed on Tuesday. I haven't forgotten. Better chats and better butts. Well, not better chats.
Do we have a story?
Different chats. Do we have a story? Not that I know.
Oh, okay.
It's all good, though.
Just checking.
Enjoy those tunes. We'll see you in a bit.
All right.